Matthew Stafford throws an interception to Tracy Walker, which would have been a pick six, according to, I think it was Dave Burkett with the Detroit News. So let's talk about, camp for Stafford so far. We back, Mercy Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And from all indications I've been hearing, Tracy Walker's been tearing up camping. Stafford threw behind T.J. Hockenson, and Tracy Walker picked it. And basically, had that been a real game situation, it would have been pick six. So Stafford, they saying, been struggling, with his new receiver so far. And like I said, Rome ain't built in a day. It's nothing really to worry about. He got a lot of new targets out there. And what people, maybe the average fan, don't realize is this timing is a huge thing with receivers. You can go out there and run routes all you want to by yourself, just you and the receiver. But really, you can't guesstimate, what if a safety do play it good, and, you got to throw it, maybe a little bit behind him to give him the best opportunity to catch the ball. So it's a field thing. They can work all they want to. They can do this 707 drills, but until you really get in padded situations, it takes time. Even simple things as a drag, shallow cross, slant route, comeback route, 9 route, which is, one of the easier things to do. And the difference is the 707 drills is designed for the defense to win. The offense to win. You know what I'm saying? But they got a new offense. Stafford thinking, rookie Hockenson, he making sure he run the routes right. He got to get a feel for Hockenson catch radius, his speed, how he running routes. And not just for him. You got the rookie from Georgia, Jesse James, and everybody learning a new system. So it's going to take time. It takes time. I don't think it's time to panic. The defense always comes full circle before the offense does. So even though they didn't made it an offensive game, it's just the way it is. So, early in camp, long as nobody is injured, then, I take everything I hear for a grain of salt going bad. It just takes time. And they just got to keep forming that rapport. You might have some option routes where, he need to break out, but, he broke in and Stafford got to talk to him. But accuracy has been has been a very, very problem with Matthew Stafford. And when you throwing inside the numbers in the middle of the field, and this is why people question, was it the tight ends or was it Matthew Stafford? When you throwing over the middle, accuracy got to be on point. You throwing over off defensive linemen, you got to fit balls over linebackers, in between safeties and corners and stuff of that nature. And this is why people kind of say, was it Stafford or was it the tight ends? Because throwing across the middle, you got to be on point. You can't be behind them. You can't be too high, get your receiver killed. You can't be too high because he can get caught for interception. Outside the hashes, with his arm talent, he probably is a little bit more safe haven with the out of bounds being the 12, his 12 men, but gotta wait and see, man. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy Walker, is he gonna be a breakout star this year? If he is, and Darius Slay is healthy, and the rest of these guys are healthy, and they get a good, respectable number 2 corner, to sit there, and Coleman is everything we need him to be in a nickel. And Tracy Walker is, could have a breakout year. Heard he doing really, really well, and I linked the article in the description. And I liked his tape last year. I think he was Louisiana Lafayette or whatever. I liked his tape last year. I really did. His tape was like super good last year, man. On his film from college, a lot of ball skills, and I was surprised they never played him at safety. I don't know if they wanted. At corner. I'm not sure if they didn't want to, put too much on his load. But the kid can play corner as well. Great ball skills. Turns his head. Good athlete. And I think he like Darius Slay brother-in-law or something like that, or cousin, whatever they is. Him and Coleman got some type of connection. All them, I think it's from Brunswick, Georgia. But he got good ball skills, you know what I'm saying? And, now he got 2 safeties that can at least play man coverage in Quadra and Tracy Walker. not every team can say that. Both guys can cover corners, because Quadre can play the nickel, and I've seen Walker cover on the outside, at least at the collegiate level. So when you can cover, that means you can do a lot of man-to-man blitzes. That means you can play a lot more man-to-man. And if they can cover zone and play the back half of the field, or they can spy or be a robber, and they can rob, and they can basically, if they can play zone coverage, cover 3, cover 2 as a safety, then we know Quadre can tackle, and Walker can do a little bit of tackling. Then they might have one of the most best safety tandems in the league that nobody gonna be talking about. But the Lions gotta win, and they gotta be overall good for people to get the notoriety that they gonna get. But Walker showing up huge. He was in the off season, studying film, coming in, so he dedicated. He want to get paid. He on a rookie deal. He want to get paid. But Matthew Stafford struggling a bit with interceptions. It's early on, new receivers, new tight ends. He got to get used to throwing over the middle of the field. So that's the whole thing about it, man. That middle of the field scares me about Matthew Stafford, because he's never been comfortable with the middle of the field. Even in some of his touchdowns in the red zone, been high, and some receivers like Fourier and Jones and I ain't gonna say Ebron, they make some spectacular catches high over the middle in the red zone. So that's a place to look, over the middle of the field. If Stafford can excel there, he can form a rapport with the tight ends and Damian Amendola over the middle. If he can succeed there, they can run the ball. I would predict the Lions offense with a competent offensive coordinator is going to be a respectable, if not one of the top offenses in the league. But hey, we'll see. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Share the videos. Appreciate the love, support, man. And check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV, for more sports, music, entertainment, and some. One time for the one time we go.